everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can tell by the screen here, we are doing another ranking video. The first one I did was with all of the stuff packs, and it seemed to go over really well for you guys. So today we are doing the game packs, and then I want to do the expansion packs, and then I will probably do one with overall of all of my favorites or something like that. But today we are focusing on the game packs. I've got them all here. You might see some other ones down there because I just grabbed one of these off the tier maker page, but I've got them all in the order that they came out, from newest being Journey to 2 to oldest being Outdoor Retreat. So let's go ahead and get started. So I am going to start with one that has seemed to be a little bit, not the most problematic game pack, but definitely a problematic one, and that's Dine Out. It seems to have that when it first came out, now keep in mind, I played Sims 1, Sims 2, all through my childhood, and then in about high school I stopped playing the game and just sporadically played Sims 3. I've only played that maybe like 5 hours of my entire life. And then didn't get back into Sims 4 until 2018, maybe? Not too long ago. So when it came out, I was not playing, but I did buy it. It was one of the first packs because it gives you restaurants and everything like that. And it does glitch out quite a bit when you're there. It takes hours to kind of even get your food to order, and even then your Sims don't want to sit down at a table and be together, so it's really hard if you're doing that for like date aspects and everything like that. So because of just the issues that it's caused, and it might be fixed at this point, I don't really play with it as much just because it kind of turned me off. The items in it are great build wise, but because the gameplay of it isn't awesome, I'm gonna put it here in C. Next, I am going to do Strangerville, which build items amazing. I honestly really like some of the cast items, hairs, all of that stuff. Gameplay, I haven't sat down and played through Strangerville. It looks like something I would enjoy because I've watched videos on it, but I myself haven't like played through the actual game. And I think I haven't done that just because I know once I do it, I can't do it again because doesn't seem to change based on anything. So other than that, I really like the pack, but because it's just got one strict storyline, nothing else from there changes, I am gonna put it in the middle, right there at the middle B, just because it's not good, it's not bad, it's just kind of there. It's got good items, but other than the items that come with it, it's not really amazing. Next is, let's do Parenthood. This one, I think I really enjoy it. I play a lot of like family gameplay on my own. Granted, I don't play a lot of the game itself. As you can tell by my channel, I pretty much only build and occasionally do some cast stuff. But when I do sit down and play, like the one household, I have 2 young adults, I've got 2 toddlers, very much like family gameplay oriented. So I know, especially right now, there's been a lot of talk that the Generations pack, which I never played with in Sims 3 or anything like that, but that Parenthood was supposed to be the Generations pack, and I just don't think that's the case based on everything that I've heard about the Sims 3 Generation pack. There's just like, well, it has a lot of great items, like you can set curfews and chores and all that with that little board, and there's a lot of like the responsibilities and manners and all that adds a lot like of depth to the game and the things that kids do, but it's still just like focused on the parents taking care of the kids, not necessarily the kids' gameplay. I know the kids have aspects in it, but it's more about like parenting a child, because there's literally a parenting skill. And I think if it's supposed to be the Generations pack of the Sims 4, there should be something for each generation. And there's really not. But because of the cast items and everything like that, and build by mode, I am going to put it in A. It's one of my favorites for the build and buy, but because the gameplay is just not where it should be, I am not going to put it up there as my favorite. But what I will put up as my favorite is Realm of Magic, which can be a little bit controversial. I know it's one of those things that you either like it or you don't, but I don't mind occults. I enjoy them. I'm a big Harry Potter fan, all of that kind of stuff, so the Realm of Magic was a big hit for me. I played through that pack so much when it first came out. I think they did the magic really well. It's similar to the vampires, where you can get points and everything like that, which I think was a really good idea. The cast items are pretty good. They're definitely very specific to the game itself, or the pack itself, same with the build items, but the windows on that item, amazing. I really enjoy those windows, and I want to find more builds to use them in because they are just so gorgeous. But yeah, I think that one's probably one of my favorite stuff packs, I'd say. Yeah, definitely. And now my least favorite. I think it's a lot of people's least favorite. Journey to Batuu. I don't even own this one, so I can't say too much on the gameplay, but I'm not a Star Wars person. That's one thing that I have never gotten into, have no desire to get into. Based on reviews that I've seen of it, it was done pretty poorly. Based on videos I've seen out of it, the world isn't done very well. It's not something, I know some of these other packs have worlds that you can't live in, but like, you can even build in this world. It's kind of just like its own little space that you can't touch, which I can understand with it being from Disney and everything, but I don't know, I think it was just really poorly done. They could have done so much more. Like, the big talk of the town when it first came out was like, oh, they could have done like a Disney amusement park kind of thing if they were wanting to team up with Disney, which at that point I wouldn't have been too upset with it if that was the case, even if it was a world you could just travel to, you couldn't build in or anything like that. Just having the amusement parks in itself would make it a lot more usable for different people, and this one is very much geared towards those that enjoy Star Wars. And yes, you can say the same thing about all the occult packs, but I don't know, unless it was their way to try to get Star Wars players into The Sims, I don't see the point. And even then, if Star Wars players wanted to play a game, they would just go buy a Star Wars game. They wouldn't buy base game Sims 4 and then another pack on top of it to play a game just because it's Star Wars. So that's why it's going to be at the bottom tier. I have no desire to buy it, unless it's maybe like $5, but because it looks like there's a couple of nice items in there, but really, it's just not worth it in my mind. So, next I will do Jungle Adventure. I honestly really like this pack. I kind of played through that when I first bought it too. It seems like it's a really fun pack. I wish that you could live in the world, since they did the update with Snowy Escape where you can like travel and everything like that to, or make the regular worlds travel worlds too. So I wish they could have updated it for that one and the outdoor retreat world to be livable worlds, because it would be so fun to like create a family that lives there all year round, all that stuff. The build items are pretty nice. They're very specific to the pack, but I enjoyed the style of it. Cast items are really good. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the second tier. I really enjoy the pack. Vampires. Again, I really like cults, so it's a good pack to me. The world itself isn't amazing. The lighting is just very bad, and I understand what they were trying to do there, but it's just kind of like lackluster. And I'm going to put here, while, again, the items are just very specific to the pack, which works well with like the new paranormal stuff pack that came out, but it also, like, other than, the only thing I can think of that's like pretty like day-to-day usable are the kitchen counters, which is great because we don't have very many kitchen counters in the game. but there's just like a lot of items to me that are just like very world specific and like vampire specific. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the vampires minus Vlad. He can go die. I delete him in almost every one of my save files because he just shows up at your door and is so annoying. But other than that, like Caleb and Lilith Bator, very nice Sims. But yeah, it's not a terrible, it's sort of like Strangerville. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just kind of there. If you're into occults, it's a great pack to buy. If you're not, you could avoid it. Spa Day. When I first got it, really enjoyed it. I thought it was so cool, having the saunas and the massage tables and all of that stuff. But the more I play and build, the less I realize I use the pack as much as I wanted. I do use the yoga mat. I think that came with it quite a bit. And some of the other build items are nice, but like the overall aspect of the game, having like saunas and like spas, is not something that I put into my game just because it's so hard to like have your Sims have a spa day. I don't know. It's similar to Dine Out where it's like it's nice in theory, but it doesn't quite work out the best. So I am gonna put it here in the C with Dine Out just because they have a similar thing in my mind. Alright, and the last one, Outdoor Retreat. I really like this pack. Cast items are really good in my opinion. Build items are pretty good. Like all the outdoor, kind of like camping and bonfires and stuff that I really enjoy. I think I'm gonna put that, I'm gonna put it above Parenthood. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna move Spa Day ahead of Dine Out. Anyway, but Jungle Adventure, no. Outdoor Retreat. It's got really good items, adds really good gameplay. It's great if you want to take your Sims camping. It's got that extra world, but it's more usable, I think, than the Jungle Adventure world. Because the Jungle Adventure world's very, like, destination specific, whereas Outdoor Retreat is very much like camping and then having like a family kind of time. So that I enjoy about it. Yeah. So that's my ranking, starting with Realm of Magic at the top, then Outdoor Retreat, Parenthood, Jungle Adventure, Strangerville, Vampires, Spa Day, Dine Out, and then at the very bottom we have Journey to the 2. Yeah, let me know what you guys think, if you disagree with me or agree with me on anything like that. Let me know what packs you want to see from EA in the future. I know we just got the paranormal stuff pack, but I feel like we typically get 2 stuff packs, 2 expansion packs, and a game pack. So what do you think the other packs are going to be throughout the year? Leave some comments down below what you'd like to see, anything like that, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys.